Hey everybody, welcome back to the Red Men Show, episode 51.
51. Today's episode is a report on the 10% body fat. Shaving it, son. Shaving it layer by layer, getting rid of that fat, taking the knife to it. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. We'll give you an update, and we're going to do the infamous.
Oh gosh.
Torturous.
MJ wanted it, Grady wanted it.
Painful.
Here we go, boys.
300 workout.
On film.
Oh, I can't believe I've agreed to this. Yikes.
All right, here we are, Hit Fit Wilmington. Last episode, we set up something that Mr. P will probably win, and that's the Shopify. This episode, we're setting something up for the leadheads possibly to win.
Woo-hoo,
boys and girls.
I want to go fetal. I just want to lay here in the fetal position, yield, be done, be like, all right, tap out, sorry. However,
you'll be that in 55 minutes.
Way too much of a competitiveness inside of this blood for me to just yield, even though I expect good things of myself, even if they won't compare to what Al's about to put on me. So the 300 workout, the Thursday from Hell post a couple weeks ago, and we had a couple of minions who called us out and said they wanted to see us do this on camera.
Sure they would.
Of course, right, sure. Well, it's kind of like a train wreck. You know, if you want to see it, you ask for it, and we will deliver.
Sure.
So that's what we're going to do. But let's give them a little update with regard to the progress that we've been making toward our 10% goal.
Right.
Because that's the reason for this workout.
Right.
Is
we put on the $15,000 wager. Yada yada. Annie Sorensen, Adam Baker.
Right. First of the year, episode 41.
Bake's supposed to get down to
17 and a half, and he's doing big things. That cat dropped over 14 pounds in 30 days.
Did he really?
Zingo.
Strong.
Yeah. All right. So what techniques are you using in order to get there? Because I know that we were using some up until whatever it was. Then we went back like 46 or whatever.
Right.
And we determined what success we'd seen to date.
Right.
What are you doing?
It's middle of May now, so we went back to the bod pod, the revisit middle of March. So it's been like 2 months. I've really cut back on lifting, and I've really cut back on protein shakes, and I've leaning more towards the lean side and doing a lot more cardio. Since the bod pod, I think I've lost somewhere between, I don't know, 10 pounds, but then I think I picked up a couple pounds of muscle. So it could be from the very, very beginning, I've lost 10 pounds and picked up 5 pounds of muscle. So maybe a 15-pound swing, but I'm still not even close to the 10%.
Yeah, well, and I'm not either.
Yeah.
But I've seen a great deal of success with losing the weight, specifically up through last week when I was at 172.8, which would have me down 25 pounds from the beginning. Yeah. I'm not sure how much muscle I've lost because I've only just begun working out. So part of that could be muscle loss, not just fat, which would really hurt my ratio.
Right.
So 2 weeks worth of P90X. Took about the last 5 or 6 days off of that. Right. Agreed to humiliate myself today, knowing that I'll be getting back into a fully regimented workout here again soon. What I will share with you is that while I was working out before I took the 5-day hiatus, life was amazing. My day started beautifully. I mean, I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to work out. I am not a morning person.
No.
I like to stay up till 2 a.m. and I don't like to sleep until 10. So getting up at 6 really kind of shifted my paradigm. It was a really welcome thing. In addition to that, I'm working out with my wife. She's doing the workout. We turned the garage into a home gym, and that has just been an incredible experience. Being able to share that time, we get the chance to talk, and then also knowing that we're both concentrating on our health. And not to mention modeling that for our boys who are now requesting to work out with us, which is great fun. You know, I'm continuing the slow carb diet. My Saturdays are wonderful, but I'm finding that my Mondays through or my Sunday through Fridays are is equally enjoyable now because I'm getting into the routine of finding the foods that are permitted that are really good foods.
Right.
Like we're eating a lot of bison in my house, which is a really lean meat, and we buy bison steaks and grill those. Just absolutely fantastic. Lots of Caesar salads, which I never used to eat.
Right.
Never thought that a Caesar salad would be appetizing in the least. However, it continually surprises me every time I order it how satisfying it is.
Yeah. Let's talk about our food for a minute. Let's talk about your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. Explain to them, you're going kind of backwards. Your dinner is usually bison and some greens, either a broccoli or
an asparagus
or
generally,
like
a lot because it's in season locally, so we're buying a lot of that.
Lunches we're together usually most of the
Right.
time. We go and hit a little Caesar salad, either to Damon's or the General Denver or
Right.
somewhere local.
Just a
we've
grilled
kinda-
chicken
we've-
Caesar salad.
We've kind of got away from the Mexican joint just because we ate it for 75
We
days.
got burnt out, yeah, big time.
So
However, it's funny because as soon as we walk into the restaurants where we're eating lunch now, they know what we want.
Yeah.
Caesar salad, no cheese,
Yeah.
no croutons, grilled chicken.
Yep.
Here we go, water. And bring us a pitcher of water because we're gonna just
Right.
slam some
yeah.
water, which I found to be a very big key in weight loss.
And then for breakfast.
I
let them know
do
about breakfast.
fried eggs, and then now I've been buying these big, large slices of ham that I throw on the skillet with the eggs. So I'm having ham and eggs every single
Right.
morning, and I have yet to tire of that. Because you do tire of
Sure.
foods, but I have yet to tire of that. So
Right.
it's been
And,
great.
and then with me, I hard boiled like 2 dozen eggs on a Sunday, and then I'll just eat those. I'll eat like 3 in the morning. I'll grab 3, and then I'll grab like a 24-ounce of water. I'll slam the water, fill it back up, and then I'll eat the water with the eggs. Sometimes I have just a couple spoonfuls of refried beans. If I'm, I just introduced that here in the past 2 weeks. I thought, man, I need some kind of carbs, especially in the morning for your brain and your
Right.
internal
Yeah.
organs.
Well, I'm skipping that.
And there's nothing
Brain
wrong with that.
strain.
And so, but then for my lunch, like I said, we're together, and then for my dinner, it's kind of the same thing, minus the bison. It's either chicken or steak, and it's some kind of greens, a bunch of greens. I really haven't had too many snacks. Like I know they talk about eating some peanut butter here and there.
I used to. I've given that up.
Yeah, and I used to, and then I kind of gave it up, and I really didn't miss it. And I thought, well, if it's
Right.
not hurting, then screw it. And now it's my week. I'm off of PAG this week.
Oh, right.
So next week I'll get back on PAG, but I'm actually the lowest I've been since we started.
And that's
So-
a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I am almost there because I had 2 cheat days this week, an overnight project, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, I'm looking forward to continued success. And I really, my internal goal is October 1st to have reached it prior to October
Right.
1st.
Same here.
And it's very doable based on the spreadsheet that I've created. It talks about how much I've lost, how many days we've gone, and then forecasts when I can get there. And it actually predicts that I could get there in half of the time between now and October 1st. But
Right.
I know that the closer we get to the end goal, the more difficult it's going to be to shed those
Sure.
last few pounds and put on those few more pounds of muscle. So I know that I've accounted for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump into the 300 workout.
Jump into the 300 workout. The 300 workout, I'm told, are 6 different exercises,
Yeah.
50 reps each. Officially, you're supposed to do, I think,
one through 7.
you're supposed to do them sequentially, like finish this exercise before you go to the next one. Not going to happen
No.
today.
No.
we'll
We'd be around.
bounce around and see
Yeah.
what we can do. The quest is just get the 300 reps out as quickly as you can, time yourself, and try to beat it the next time.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to beat the guy that's next to you anyway.
Or
But
just
I
finish it.
there's no way. There's no way. Anyway, I will give it my best during minions. That I promise you. That I promise you. Bring it on.
All right. Exercise 1 is 25 pull-ups. Here, all the way down, all the way up is 1. All the way down, all the way up is 2. Here is 1 and 2 as well, and also over here, 1 and 2 as well. So we got to do 25 of those for set 1. However you can get them done, whether reverse, close, regular, doesn't really matter. Whatever gets it done.
Okay.
Welcome to hell. Number 2 would be the deadlifts. 135 pounds, 45 pounds, with basically a plate on each side. Deadlift, up, down is 1. Do 50 of those. Up, down is 2.
Never done one of those in my life. But I'm about to do 50 of them.
So that is exercise number 2.
Okay.
Still in hell.
Number 3.
We'll probably just go to the box jumps. This looks like to be about 2 feet. You jump up, here both feet land, and then you just walk off of it. That is 1. So that is exercise number 3. We're almost halfway through.
Woo, I like it. Hey,
Getting easy. Deadlifts, or not deadlifts, but the dumbbells. This is just a clean and jerk. We'll go here, you turn sideways, you'll go up and down. That's 1. You do 25 on each side, so that's a total of 50. That's exercise number 4. Push-ups on the Bosu ball, 50 of those. Exercise number 5. Floor swipers. I'm not even going to show you how to do those. You'll just have to witness those. You crawl underneath that thing, you press it up like this, and then you do crunches 2 and 3 with both legs coming up and touching the plate, hopefully. That is exercise.
I don't believe that my body is flexible enough to get my feet to it.
It's terrible.
Like, I'm too tight in the hammies and in the other, so we'll do my best, but I'm sure I'm going to come up short on that.
Terrible.
Okay.
And then I think that's it.
That's
Go
it.
back to the
25
pull-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. I mean, that's the worst. You get done with everything and you're like, yes.
However.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, wish us luck, Run Millions. Even if you're not a Run Million, still wish us luck.
Please do. One more. Always feel strong at the finish line. Get a timer on it.
Time. On it. You let me know, bud.
Got it!
36.
Woo!
36.
Oh.
Strong now.
All right, Ren Minions. What did we learn today, baby? We learned to always take this horse in any kind of thing that takes any kind of pushing, some kind of iron.
Pushing and pulling, tugging and warring.
Don't take this guy if you want to make money on Shopify, but definitely take this guy if you need to push something.
Okay.
I
learned 2 things. A chair never felt so good. And B, that my body is capable of more than I give it credit for.
Yeah, you had no chance of doing 50 pull-ups before we walked in there.
No, I really didn't think it was possible. The other thing was, I paced myself. And I think that's a really big key. Pace, pace, pace. And be willing to know that if I tried to compete with Al, I'd be in the ER.
Yeah.
So I had to just know that I was going to go at my pace regardless of what that meant. So pleased with the overall time, must say.
Yeah, I mean,
pleased
I
in
did
total.
I did it in 43 minutes the first time, and you did it in 36.
36 this time.
Very
However,
first time.
having you there, if I was just doing this by myself,
sure.
I'd have walked away probably. I probably wouldn't complete it if it's just me holding myself accountable. But with the camera, with you, with the goals and the competitiveness, 36, I'm pleased. You know, I'd love to do this again in 30 days.
Yeah.
Do it again
That'd
30
be
after
fun.
that. You know, just see if you see if there's any improvement in it, that kind of a thing. Specifically with regard to my technique, because I think
that's
that
a big
was,
thing.
You know what I mean? Like,
you've gone
because
through
I
it
just
once,
like, in the floor swipes, or what they call that, or whatever.
Swipers,
Look, dude, I like the first 2. If you go back to the tape, like my legs actually were lifted, and I felt something in my ass that I thought was gonna break. So at that point, I just bent my legs. And it was just like, well, just throw my feet and call it. You know, like you know. If there was a ref there, I'd have done it 50 times, and he'd have said 2, 1. You know, like 1 complete. You know. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about the food that we're putting in our bodies in an attempt to become a little more fit, as it were. We're going to McDonald's?
Yeah, I mean, like, nothing wrong with the dollar menu board. I mean, Wendy's or McDonald's or Burger King, whatever it is. And, you know, it's fun. Like, to eat well, to eat organically, to eat well non-organically, you don't have to spend a bunch of money. Just think about what you're putting in your body. I mean, if you're putting a shit ton of sugar in your body, That's not a good thing.
You know, I
It's
saw.
simple.
I was at a national convention earlier this year where Dr. Roizen and Dr. Mehmet Oz spoke,
Mhm.
and Mehmet Oz said that sugar is like glass shards going through your bloodstream,
Yeah, that can't be good. Can
and not good at all.
I
In
mean-
fact, that's why we see so many diabetics in America, because sugar breaks the body down.
it? Yeah.
So, and he said that if you have ice cream, it stays in your system 21 days.
That's pretty unbelievable, isn't it?
21 days from one thing of ice cream.
Yeah.
Like,
It's crazy.
We are so ignorant to the food that we
Yeah.
allow other people to create for us.
Oh, yeah.
And then we just willingly throw in our body and,
Well,
and just assume that,
yeah.
you know, somebody else had our best interest at heart as opposed to the bottom dollar in profit.
Well, and that's
Really?
the thing. They hide a lot of stuff too. They
Sure.
want us to keep it. They want to
Right.
keep us in the dark.
Right.
So
No question.
you know, just think about what you're putting in your body. I mean, it's your body. Life's the longest thing you have, but you only go around once. you
And
know?
it's that one irreplaceable item, time,
I don't-
right? So
you
it's
know-
invaluable. It's well worth the investment in good food. Believe you me.
Yeah, I don't mind living to be 95 or 120, but I just want to feel healthy. You know, every day that I wake up.
I would
you know,
agree.
It's not. It's just. It's taking a little initiative and saying I'm going to think about what I put in my body, because the thing that people I think get trapped in and they get overwhelmed with is there's so many different diets out there, and like all of them work. I mean, you get on an all carb diet and it could somehow work, and the reason being your body is so dynamic and so tough on itself to be like, this is bad for me, but I'm still going to burn through it, and like you could still quote lose weight. Like you could eat nuts and berries and that's all you would eat, and you would still like you could still feel healthy, you could still lose weight. You could eat enriched flour, you could eat high fructose corn syrup, you could eat all that stuff, or you could eat healthy and your body would still feel healthy. It'd burn through all the stuff that you need to. So that's why there's so many high protein diets. That's why there's so many, you know, low carb
Calorie
diets, you know, all
intake,
this stuff like
reduced calories,
restriction. Yeah, like because your body is a magical thing, and it fights against a lot of stuff.
Its number one priority in life is survival.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean, that's what it's built to do, is to find a way to survive regardless of what you throw at it.
yeah.
But the better that you equip it to survive, the more healthy and the longer life you're going to have.
Yeah, because you know, a lot of people talk about the starvation of like when you wake up and you know you're going to have breakfast at 10 o'clock and you wake up at 7, but your body doesn't know that. Your mind
That's
does,
right.
and your mind can't tell your body, hey, hang on for 3
Your
hours.
body's not
I'm gonna
rational.
eat. Yeah, it's dude, I need food. I need food. I need food. I need food. You got to give me some food.
Right.
And when it doesn't, that's when it starts shutting down.
It's going to change your metabolic rate.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, hey, I know for a fact that I impressed myself, and I'm even more impressed with Alan's time today.
I felt good about my time, man.
It was
That's
good.
for sure. That was for
Solid,
sure.
solid,
Yeah.
solid work. Yep. Well, until next time, watch,
Learn.
comment.